Hey everyone, happy Saturday and happy August 31st. So it is the last day of Deca TBR-a-thon and it is so bittersweet. It has been so fun to have a video every day and get to chat with you guys every single day and kind of share some of our life with you. It has been really, really fun, but also a lot of work. And so it is, and it's really weird. I finished some stuff last night and so it's really weird to not be posting shorts about what to read next and just to get to pick what to read next. That is a little crazy. But last night I had fully planned. My kids are outside playing, and I really had nothing pressing to do, so I had planned to just read and catch up on things. And the Royals played at 7, and it was a really boring game in that the Royals could not get a hit. But we love watching the Royals anyway, so we were watching it while the girls were getting ready for bed and all of that. And then in the 9th inning, the Royals hit a two-run home run. And so that tied the game, and so we're up way too late, everybody, because my kids think that they are entitled to stay up until the end of the game, and we usually let them. So if it's a good game like that. So they ended up losing by 1. So it was a heartbreaker, but it was a really fun time and it really cramped my reading style. However, I still got some stuff done. So I finished At Last, which is the first in this A Stroke of Luck series. It's number 5 in the Lucky Harbor series. I've never read any more from the series, and based on this one, I'm not excited to read more. So this was a 2-star read for me. This is about a park ranger and a waitress, I think. And now she is kind of a tough nut to crack. She had a rough childhood. She kind of became estranged from her mom and became an adult at 16. And so for that reason, she's not really attached. She gets lost in the woods. He rescues her, and they agree to a no strings attached relationship. And that was the first thing that I was like, that's stupid. Because she was like, hey, I only want this one thing. And he was in his head, he was like, oh my gosh, the perfect woman only wanting the one thing. And they both clearly started out with that intention. And I just don't really I don't buy romances really that start that way. And so I knew instantly that I was not going to be super shipping this couple. The other thing is it's just too much cursing, too much lustiness. And too much open door stuff for me. It was too steamy, too much for me. Not saying it isn't for anybody else, but also the things in this were so cheesy, and so cringy that it was just if you are a lover of steamy romance, let me know if you like this, because for me it was just so cringy. If somebody said that to me, I would not be oh, okay, yeah, I would, oh, yuck. And so, yeah, and then later, one of them gets offended that they are just using them, and it's wait, no, that was the agreed upon deal. So whatever. The reason I continue to read this is because he found a 18-year-old girl in the woods without family, without anything, kind of hiding out, and it was illegal. And so our main female character, Amy, I think, she kind of takes her in, and because she can relate to her. And that storyline was so underdeveloped. Granted, it's number 5 in a series. Maybe there's more at a different point. But for this book, it was just bad. It was cringy. It was not believable. It was too steamy, too cursy, just bad. So I'm going to read the next one, which is about one of the park ranger's friends who is an ER doctor, and he is a single dad, as well as he has custody of his teenage daughter or sister. And so that all intrigues me. So I'm not sure. Well, and this bind up is what counts for Deca TBR-a-thon. So if I can get it done today, it'll be a 5-pointer because it's over 600 pages. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll see. So then I read, let's see, my middle grade was Devil's Troubles. This is number 1 or number something. I don't know if it's number 1 actually in the Gym Shorts series. And I am fine with my daughter reading this. This was a short book about this boy who is really good at everything sports, except he doesn't have a trophy in doubles tennis because his partner is not very good. So he is not very happy with his coach for putting him with this other boy who's not very good. And he lashes out and is really mean to the other kid. And then tables are kind of turned when he is having to do a group project for school, and he's kind of the slacker one that he's trying his best and his best is just not good enough. And so yeah, I think he learned some empathy. This was really short. It's kind of just throws you into it. There's not like a lot of character development or anything. So I wonder if this is later in the series. I don't know. But overall, this was okay. Nothing great. Then I finished, because I DNF'd, Hank Zipser, Niagara Falls or Does It? And this is by Henry Winkler and Lynn Oliver. So Henry Winkler is the Fonz, and that's what made me want to pick this up. And this says, The Mostly True Confessions of the World's Best Underachiever. And I read the first 20 pages of this and then decided to DNF it, because it just was about this kid who gets in trouble a fair amount. And I'm sure we're going to find out that he actually has a heart of gold, or his reasons for kind of getting in trouble a lot, because he didn't seem like a terrible kid. But there was a lot of just like kind of crass language. And he was like kind of lusting after these girls, wanted them to come sit at his lunch table. And then this other kid came and he was talking so meanly about this kid and about how like nobody likes him and how he's like a curse to everybody and all this stuff, that I was like, you know what, this isn't terrible. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever read, but we have so many other good books that this is just not necessary for any of us. And yeah, it's maybe realistic. It wasn't awful, but he's also pretty disrespectful towards all adults. And I don't know, I didn't love this. And so this one was winning the poll when I went to bed for my next read on Patreon. So it was winning the poll. But since I disliked it so much, I decided to pick up the other one. So I'm like 2 chapters into that, and I will maybe talk about that later today if I get time to read it. So it's kind of cheating because the other one didn't win the poll, but because I DNF'd that one, I'm going to read the other one because it also fits the prompt. So where we're at with points, let's see, we got 109. And then if I finish the Forever in a Day and my physical read today, it'll be 119. So I very highly doubt that's going to happen. I'm guessing I can get my physical read in by midnight because it's middle grade, but it probably will be the end of the day. Because today, well, my husband and I haven't really powwowed about what the day's going to be, but our house is just messy. Like, my kids have just run a tornado through this house. And so we are going to spend the morning cleaning up. I'm going to film a little bit because I try to batch film on the weekends. However, I can really only film 1 or 2 videos today before I have, I need to get other stuff done. So, yeah, gonna film. I am in a lot of, sciatic, hip, all that pain this morning. And so me being able to move around a ton is just not sounding like it's going to happen. I don't know. We'll see. We might go to the farmer's market. We might go to the pool. We might do a lot of things. I'm not really sure. It depends how motivated my kids are, because if they have to clean up before we do anything. So we may spend all morning here filming, cleaning up. So we'll just kind of see where the day takes us. Tonight, though, is going to be a fun night because K-State has their first game at 6:00, and so it's going to be a really fun night. We're gonna celebrate and do fun stuff for it. So I'm not exactly sure what that means either, but we'll see. And the Royals also play at 6:00, so I don't know. I mean, the kickoff of football is our priority. So my husband and I, actually, we might do this. I forgot. Are we doing bets? My husband and I, pre-kids, maybe even with one kid, we would always look at the top 25 teams and the Big 12 games, and we would bet on we would guess the score. And so then, yeah, I'm like saying it loud so because it's been so long I can't remember, but we would guess the score. And so then winner of each game, it was like $5 a game. Is that what we did? No. And yeah, because then it normally evened out to like a total of $5 or $10. Because you won some, I won some, because we bet on so many. $1? Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was $5, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so that floral jar, I mean, we were married probably, so it was all our money, so it doesn't really matter. But whatever the winnings were would go in that jar for like a date night jar. So we're thinking about reinstating that this week. Because we clearly have nothing to do, and tons of extra brain space. So I think that's what we're going to do maybe today. But if so, we need to get on it because the first games are at 11 and it's 8:15. So almost 10 minutes of your life you will never get back. Sorry for rambling and chatting, but it's the last day. I got to do it. So I will check in as the day goes on and let you know what happens. Hey everyone, so goodness, the lighting is awful. I'm parked under our tree in our yard, and it is like so overgrown right now that we need to trim it. And it's like, yeah, whatever. But anyway, that's not why I got on. I got on to say, I just got done filming a little bit and then ran to the library because they're going to be closed Sunday and Monday for Labor Day. And so I wanted to make sure there's some of those books that I was just filming about, people have been waiting on or were waiting on for a day or so. They're due, is my point. And so I don't want anybody waiting. I want everybody to get their shot to get the books before the Labor Day holiday if they need to. So I went into the old exchange and got the QT drink that I don't need, but that this baby apparently needs. And so I did that, and now I'm going to go back and see if the kids have cleaned up. It is gorgeous outside, so I'm really struggling to be inside. I need to go through baby clothes. I need to finish filming. I need to do 1,000 indoor things, and I just don't want to. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see if I get the motivation, or like I'm in enough pain that like I don't want to go for a walk, but I do kind of want to like rally everybody and just go get out of the house for a minute because we're just all happier outside. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted. Games also start in 15 minutes. If you saw, I think I took a video. We all filled out winners for Big 12 games, top 25 games that we cared about. And my husband and I did scores. The girls did not. And so we'll see who wins. And I'm going to try, the games we really care about are not until this evening. So I don't know that we're going to watch, all the games. Like my husband and I back in the day, we used to tailgate. So at K-State, where we both went to college, the parking lot and stuff opens 5 hours before the game. And so you can go 5 hours early, and we would go 5 hours early and tailgate. And, our friends have like a tent, and they would bring like a TV and stuff. So we'd watch the other games. We'd play games. It was so fun. And my husband's friends texted him last night and was like, "Hey, are you going to be there?" And he's like, no, I'm not, because we live far away from there now. And, I mean, goodness gracious, just our circus, taking them there, and me being so uncomfortable, we aren't going. But, yeah, so all that to say, we used to watch all the games because we would be at a stadium having fun playing games. So we would start watching at 11 and not stop until our game was over. And then a lot of times we would go out or go home or whatever and continue to watch football. But I'm going to try not to do that today because we really need to be productive. So that is the plan. I'll keep you posted. Hey everyone, just a quick update. No reading has been done today. Well, a very little bit. I'm listening to Forever and a Day on audio on Spotify, but it got interrupted by a kid jam session on Spotify. So that's really the only reading that's been done, but we are getting ready for the K-State game. We're playing dinner pong. So each of those cups has a number, and each number corresponds to a food. So you have to play for your dinner. Me and Etta are not playing because I just normally eat a little bit of everything, and I'm scorekeeper, and Etta will do the same. So anyway, that's the rest of our night. We're doing K-State stuff and hanging out, and then the game will probably be over late, so I don't know that I'll get much reading done tonight. So that is a wrap on our Deca TBR-a-thon vlogs. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a lot for you guys to watch and a lot to make, and it's been so fun. So thank you guys for being here, and we'll see you in the next one.